There we go. I'm just doing this because I finished Little Nightmares. I do want to try and get S rank on Resident Evil, or like Resident Evil 2, which it's easier said than done, right? What I want to do is avoid all the unnecessary rooms, because a lot of rooms are just for collectibles and such, right? I just want to focus on the rooms that I need to go in, rather than, you know. But it gets, for some reason, my PlayStation is getting really, really hot whenever I play it, so I think my guess is that it has too many games. Testing audio. Okay, audio is fine. No, Henry, I really recommend that you do not stay around. I would really recommend that you would probably find some other stream to watch. It is very, very recommended. Mostly because not only is this like mature-ish content, I also wouldn't be able to voice act properly because of being self-conscious of another person, let alone you being here.
I probably won't stick around. I'm very sleepy, but I'm
Oh, Henry, you should, if you're, oh my lord, if you're tired, go to sleep. Henry, if not now, but if you're able to help me get a S rank in Resident Evil 2, I will get PlayStation Plus. I don't know how you'll be able to help me, but if you can successfully help me with an S rank in Resident Evil 2, then I'll get PlayStation Plus.
Sure.
Well, I mean, you're here and I'm talking about Resident Evil because I'm more focusing on, you know, doing the easier stuff. So I'm not doing, you know, hardcore S rank at the moment. You know, but it's like, you know, if you can help in any little way, that would be great. Other than, you know, being here. Not that I disliked your company or anything, but I really, again, I really recommend that you watch something else. Or go to sleep, that too. Going to sleep would be great. I can move on with this, and then I can probably play something else.
Yeah. Emoji dog face.
No, don't. What are you doing? Why are you emoting, making dog emotes? And I just realized I was talking to Henry before, and I was curious if his character had any variants based on what games he played. And basically what he told me, right, was that he doesn't have variants. It's just his character in different suits, and my mind, I'm just now thinking about that, and my mind just switched to fucking Kang Prime with no other variants because he killed his other variants.
Exactly. That's what I did.
Sometimes I wonder if I should make some Charlotte variants like human, but then it's hard to explain the whole tail and, you know, right eye, left eye, whatever.
Draw the only Henry variety I don't know how to spell.
Virinity. The only Henry Virinity. See, it's like YouTube is really fucking iffy when it comes to like how things are done, because it's like I don't know how I'm supposed to. I can't really get him to leave, and I don't want to block him because he's not breaking any rules. But it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I'm not looking, I'm drawing.
Yeah, but you can still hear me. Any weird shit would catch your attention, you'd look up and go, oh.
Barely
my headphones broke. Because we both draw your characters differently, is that just inconsistency, or what would you claim that as?
And they're quiet. Reality thing up.
Reality fucking up. So it's the same, just the same character, but just reality fucking up. Up into the back rooms. Rather than being a survivor, you become a new backrooms entity. Let's see, what do we have here? Damn. Old sketches I could come back to. See, this, you can't see it, but this drawing, for a shitpost, it has no reason being, what's the word, like, this good. Character, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. I would imagine trying to fucking animate something like that would be a bitch. I really need to rework on those designs. Even as a shitpost, this is a really funny thumbnail. More things I gotta work on. Those ones are... Oh no. Uh-oh. 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 What the fuck happened there? Being smudged with mold and shit. Got bored, got bored, got bored, got bored, got bored. See, that design I actually like. Still not sure. Oh, another thing I need to work on is that, like, I'm probably wanting to add, like, too many references in a thumbnail, and it gets kind of overwhelming. It looks so fucking off. Even though that one's smudged, that one is also something I'm really proud of. Whoops. Whoopsie. Load this motherfucker. I turned to Haifumai's words over in my head for the rest of the day. Well, I say day, but since the sky beyond the windows never changed color, I'm not sure where the day ends and the night begins. Time stretches and dilates in strange ways. There aren't any clocks anywhere, and I can't keep track of anything. I don't think I've been here all that long, but I'm already starting to lose all sense of passing hours. Sorry. Paranoid, freaking out. I already know that time doesn't pass in the succubus realm as it does in the human realm. Could the perpetual night sky be a byproduct of that? I have no idea. I'm starting to lose my bearings. I know I should try to escape, but I still feel undecided. I don't think staying here is good for me, but at the same token, I can't stop thinking about Yui. I'm worried. Fuck that bitch! She'll be lonely if I leave. Fuck that bitch! That she'll never let me leave. She's so possessive. I'm a little afraid of her. What will she do if I try to run? Thinking about all the possibilities is enough to make me feel faint. I groan, pressing a hand to my temple. It's throbbing. I feel awful. Humans were never meant to come here. That must be why I feel so out of sorts. My body is rejecting this place. The air is strange and stuffy. When I'm indoors, it's hard to breathe. I doubt I'll ever get used to it here. Neither do I want to. I need to try and escape, but that seems impossible. I don't know why I'm drooling. I'm like salivating, I don't know why. I'll just have to rely on Haifumai. She's dependable enough. She's one of the more mature succubi I know, alongside Maria. Surely Yui will have to listen to her. She has to. She's the only current ruler because Hifumi bestowed the right upon her. Doesn't she owe Hifumi some sort of favor? I can only hope their talk will be a favorable one. But right now I'm so sleepy. I can barely formulate coherent thoughts. I yawn. My eyelashes fall shut. Then I fall asleep. Oh, hero? I love you so much. You're mine and only mine. What the fuck? I'm awoken from my dream of short a while later by a strange damp sensation. I can feel something pecking at my lips. The smell of perfume envelops me. Something silken brushes against my skin. Yeah, bitch! Get the fuck off me! Start swinging in just start swinging in the dark. You trying to prison me, bitch? You trying to bum rush me, bitch? Ah! Come at me, bitch! Just start swinging in the dark. Yeah, bitch! What the fuck? Groggy and disoriented, I force my eyes open. Then I gasp. Yeah, bitch! I was gonna say equal rights, equal fights, but because this place is like, you know, ages differently here than in the human realm, it would technically still be like, what? In the real world, it would be like somewhere around 2020, but here it'd be like nearly 1960 to 2003, so like, equal rights wouldn't be a thing here yet because of how delayed the time space is or whatever. Another pair of eyes are boring into mine. They are very soft, pale blue, like powdered snow, fringed with dark eyelashes. What type of powdered snow? Cocaine? What? I'm not alone. There's somebody else here with me, and they're kissing me. Oh, hero, it's nice to see that you're finally awake. You fucking bitch. You woke me up just to say, oh, nice to see you're finally awake. You couldn't let me sleep in. I can't even fucking enjoy myself now. The mysterious kisser draws back, a smug smile upon her face. She brushes a few strands of dark hair behind her pale skin with her gloved hands, and that's when everything clicks into place. Yeah, bitch! Well, she's brushing like pushing, you know, like pushing her hair behind her ear as she's not looking at me. Yeah, bitch! Fucking sucker punch her. This is my first girlfriend, Yui. Well, she was. She's a succubus. She kidnapped me and brought me to the succubus realm, and now... Hey, hero. Yui's voice is soft, sensuous purr, quite unlike the cool tone she used to address Maria earlier. Her pale eyes look a little hotter than usual. They're half-lidded with arousal, and her cheeks are flustered. Arouse this bitch! Just sucker punch her. It's gonna work one of these times, I'm telling you. really has been a long time since we last spoke. I can't believe you could fall asleep at a time like that. Oh, she's pissing me off. You kidnapped me. You're enslaving me here. I can't even sleep, and now you're bitching about me sleeping? You have a lot of fucking nerve, I'm fucking telling you that. Pissing me off. I genuinely hate her. I had several duties to attend to, but now the day's business has been concluded, I would like to enjoy myself. Enjoy yourself somewhere else! I'm sleeping! For fuck's sake! It's really not fair for you to fall asleep when I need you so badly. Don't you want to be with me? Of course not. Why the fuck would I want to be with you? Shh. You press her gloved index finger against my lips. Don't say anything that could spoil the moment. Every time she talks, she pisses me off. I'm genuinely serious. She's pissing me off. The moment was spoiled as soon as you walked into the fucking room. I missed you intensely, my dear hero. You are very, very valuable to me, and I wish to show you as much. I will show you my love over and over again until you yearn for me as I do you. Oh, such boiling, violent intent is fueling my gut. I won't let you leave. From now on, you'll always be by my side. I adore you. I open my mouth to retort, but Yui doesn't let me get a word in edgewise. She dips her head once more, her dark hair trailing against my neck and shoulders, and pressing her mouth to mine in a hot, demanding kiss. Just throw up in her mouth. Some horn, please! Ah, damn, I spit it on my phone by accident. I can feel her chest pushed up against mine. She's so close, I can smell the sweat upon her skin. I still feel tired, but I find myself quivering in anticipation all the same. It feels good. But I feel my earlier warning rings through my head. Yui's dangerous. If I give too much of myself for her, she might never let me go. Should I give in to this? Fuck no! Let Yui do what she wants. Push Yui away. I'm sorry, but mustering all the willpower I possess, I push Yui away from me. I don't know if I'm in the mood right now. What? Yui's pale, powdery blue eyes flash. She pouts. Are you sure I can't persuade you? Maybe later, but not right now. I'm too tired. Tired, Yui smiles. That sounds like the sort of excuse a housewife might make 10 years into an unfulfilling relationship. Oh! Where the fuck have you been watching? I certainly hope you don't regard me. Wait, what? I certainly hope you don't regard me like that, hero. No, not at all. I really am tired. Really? Yui cups my cheeks in one hand and looks at me, her brow furrowed with perplexity. I wonder, my naughty succubus subjects haven't been whispering poisonous lies in your ear, have they? What? No! That has nothing to do with anything. If you say so, dear. Yui laughs. Yeah, bitch! grab her horns, pull her head down, and knee her in the fucking face. As she's stunned, grab her wings, pull it towards me, and knee her in the stomach full force. Finish her. Not like that! Oh well, if you really are tired, I shall not force myself upon you. I would never do that. Right. I love you after all. Now, sorry, I just wasn't expecting a fucking flash grenade. Throwing flash grenade out. Why does she look paler than before? Yui strips herself of her succubus attire, then lies down in bed beside me. Why do you gotta do that? Well, I'm glad. I presume Henry's not here. He's not paying attention. I fucking hope not. She winds her legs through mine, her arms twinned about my middle, and nuzzles her cheek against my chest. I think I will take this opportunity. Sorry, I had a piece of like toast or whatever that wasn't. It's probably really disgusting because like usually it's like regurgitation after it comes back up and I have to re-chew it. It's not as disgusting. It's not as disgusting as you would think because it just feels like, you know, food that like either it wasn't chewed properly or, you know, like sometimes it's like if I eat too fast, I imagine that my stomach gets full quicker, so sometimes it comes back up for me to like re-chew it and, you know, into smaller pieces so it can fit and re-swallow and fit it back down my throat and stomach. I think I'll take this opportunity to rest. I'm rather quite tired too. I'm just thinking, does anyone actually sleep like that, like in lingerie? I mean, usually, if it's a really hot day, I would probably just sleep in boxers, but like, mostly I just sleep with like, pants and then like have, a jacket around my waist, so it's like, because I have a problem with being too warm and being too cold, right? So if I'm like half-half, it's like perfect temperature, not too hot, not too cold type of thing, right? But people who actually sleep in lingerie, or, you know, I assume lingerie, I know this is a swimsuit, I think it's a swimsuit, but like people who sleep in lingerie similar to this, is it comfortable? I mean, I guess people sleep in different ways, but it's like, maybe it's just my fucked up mattress, because I keep getting holes in my pants because the little spring keeps ripping holes, so I'm like, I couldn't imagine, like, sacrificing my boxers just to go to sleep. But maybe that's just me. But like, I can't really imagine people sleeping in like full lingerie, like no clothes, no skirt, no nothing. Nothing to cover up. We'll have plenty more opportunity to be intimate in the future. For now, however, I must wish you good night. can't even choke her because even if I try to threaten her by strangling her, she might get off on it. Stop enjoying this, you bitch! Sweet dreams, hero. Yui presses a kiss against my cheek. I hope you dream only of me. I don't know if it's because I hate the character, but her dress like that really bothers me. I'd rather her sleep in the other attire. Oh wait, was I sleeping? How do you make those noises? It's still dark when I awake the following morning. The sky beyond the window is pitch black, and the only light afforded in the bedchamber is that of the chandelier which hangs from the ceiling. The hazy, idle thoughts that swim about inside the fishbowl of my head are like a dazzle variety. I don't quite feel like myself. I can remember where I am at least and how I got here, but none of it feels really real. It's almost as though my soul is split from my body and I'm regarding myself as a third party. It's strange to think of that. A few months prior, I didn't even know that succubi existed. I was incredibly surprised when Maria revealed the truth to me in her office. I even thought it might have been some sort of hallucination or else a magic trick. How could I have anticipated that my old girlfriend, Yuki, was a succubus too, or that she would kidnap me and bring me here? I don't even know where here is. I'm aware that I'm in the succubus realm, that much is apparent and unarguable. But where does it exist in relation to the rest of the world? Does it reside in the same plane of existence as Tokyo, or is it separate from the world as I know it, nestled inside its own dimension? If that's the case, it does make one wonder how the science of it all works. Fortunately, I'm ignorant enough in ways of science not ponder this for too long. If I were a genius like Albert Einstein, I'm sure the existence of this succubus realm would leave me scratching my head, but I'll try not to think about it too deeply for now. I don't think I'm really capable of deep thought at a moment anyway. I'm not sure how long I slept, but my brain is slow and sluggish and my body feels weak. I feel so out of it, it takes me a few moments to register the sleeping presence laying beside me. The fuck are you smiling for? Where? What? Da, bitch, stop! Yui's arms are raised, her dark hair strewn across the pillows, and there's a soft, content smile upon her pretty face. She must have kicked the bed covers off while she was dozing. I wonder if she's a restless sleeper. Restless bitch! Yap! Because her torso is exposed. Her skin looks soft and silky beneath the lights of the chandelier. She really does look beautiful. I can hardly believe that she's so interested in me. It feels like something from a dream. But this dream of mine will fast become a nightmare if I'm unable to figure out how to escape from this place. It's not as though I dislike Yui. I'm not sure. No, you're right. I don't dislike her. I don't dislike her. I fucking hate the bitch. It's not as though I dislike Yui. I'm not sure I could. And that's not just because of how cute she looks while she's sleeping, though that is part of the reason. It's clear that she does care for me. She made her fond feelings more than apparent. I don't think I have a heart to spurn her. What the fuck does that mean? But I don't want to stay by her side for the rest of my life either. I'd like to return to Tokyo if I can. That's where I belong, not here. I wonder if Haifumai will be able to talk her around. As we discussed yesterday, she might be the only person who can convince Yui to let me go. For now, I'll put my faith in her. Who knows, maybe things will pan out. I just need to have hope. Sorry, my brain said hope, and then it's just like in my mind's playing is fucking Nagito doing his whole fucking like despair will crawl out of its hole, but hope will crush despair like the bug that it is. So hope will truly shine above despair where it belongs. Despair may be temporarily, and we may lose hope, but hope is not gone. Hope is eternal. Hope is in all of us, and with that, we will crush this despair, so hope can shine brilliantly before us all. Some shit like that. I will willingly be the stepping stone to hope, to crush despair beneath our boots, as that is the only use I have for my filthy body, so hope can shine again. Knock, knock, knock. Ah, it sounds like somebody's at the door. Who could it be? Excuse me, Lady Yui. Is now a good time? What the fuck? What? Yui yawns, her eyelashes flicker open, revealing her pale, icy irises. Yawning, she sits up and glances up to the door. Haifumai, is that you? Yes, indeed. I've come with your breakfast, Lady Yui. I made it myself, in the traditional Japanese style. There's white rice, miso soup, pickles, and some grilled fish. Grilled cheese. I hope it is to your liking. So good and tasty. That sounds good. I haven't eaten in a while. Alright, Haifumai, you can come in. Thank you very much, my lady. The door opens with a creak and Haifumai enters, balancing a tray in one hand. She shuts the door behind her, then approaches the bed where Yui and I sit, her tail swishing all the while. Smiling servingly, she then rests the tray down upon her bed. There you are, my lady. Please enjoy. I always do. Your cooking is delicious, Haifumai, although... Yui peers at the tray curiously, one hand beneath her chin. Haifumai must have been pretty busy in a palace kitchens, wherever they are, because the tray is practically groaning with food. There's veritable mountains of soft, fluffy white rice piled into that ceramic bowl, and she's grilled 5 whole fish. Oh, this is what I'm talking about, Henry, for fuck's sake! This is why you shouldn't be here. That's why I'm recommending other streams that are more... Would violence be more appropriate than this? Can you even watch violence, like horror games, blood, and shit like that? I mean, there's other more friendlier shit. Or is violence more of like, you know, mixed with stuff like this where it's like violence you can't watch either? I fucking warned you, mate. I fucking warned you.
Cover the stuff with chat.
I would feel bad because like he's only here wanting to accompany me, right? But keeping me company, just imagine it was like Mother walked in, like, what the fuck are you watching? It's my friend. I'm chatting with a friend. What the fuck is your friend? I deleted the virus. This seems like quite a bit more than usual. I'm not sure if I'll be able to eat it all. You should know that I have a delicate appetite. I am well aware, my lady. I just thought that given you have a guest... Hi there, Phoebe! Just waving like an idiot. Haifumai glances at me. I should make more than I genuinely do, so that he might have some as well. You would not want Hiro to go hungry, would you?
The music that I saw.
I don't know why, but like a design I like is like kind of like how do I say it? Like organic horns, kind of like her horns. Like they look fleshy or like, you know, the same skin tone as the body, where like other horns just don't look like they match. Oh no, that is a good point. I didn't think. Forgive me for being so careless, Hiro. It's been a long time since I interacted with a human, and I'd forgotten that you need sustenance just as we do, human males in particular. I'm going to punch your teeth out. Don't give me that face. I am truly sorry. Whatever, Huey, I don't worry about shit like that. I don't worry about shit like that. Get out of my way, bitch. It's fine, it's not like I was actually hungry. I don't worry about it. I don't worry about it. What? I offer Yui what I hope is a comfortable smile. Haifumai made enough food for the both of us, so it's not like I'll starve. Indeed, she did. It was very thoughtful of her. Haifumai has always been a kind and condescensious woman. Her advice has helped me greatly when it comes to governing of my people. She is almost like a mother to me. See, that's what I don't really understand, right? It's like, I know they're succubuses, but do they need to be wearing such clothing like that? Like, can they not just, like... It's hard to say without not trying to be weird, but it's like, you don't need skimpy clothing just to be alluring. I guess it bothers me a little. Yes, wear hoodies. Hoodies are very comfortable and fashionable. Mother, I do like that idea quite a lot, but really... She giggles. I'm not that much older than you, Lady Yui. I would not mind having little children of my own someday that I might dot on. But you and I are not so far apart in age. What did... I'm not trying to laugh. So what is this supposed to be? You didn't even spell Henry right. Henty. Henty. It's not bad. It honestly looks like if someone made a Your Favorite Martians FNF mod, but then someone also made a D side or like a B side version of Your Favorite Martian, like Z side or whatever the fuck. If you must refer to me as a member of the family, I would far rather be regarded as your big sister. Why? Yui smirks thinly. Are you afraid that I'll put Hiro off if I comment about how advanced in years you really are? Goodness me. I feel my cheeks turn a soft shade of pink. You're being awfully willful today, my lady. Is that any way to address me after I took the effort of making you such a delicious breakfast? I'm surprised to hear. Oh, no wait, that's me, my bad.
In your head, I must say I hate the drawing.
You didn't hate that drawing. Practice makes perfect, you know? Nobody starts out amazingly. I'm surprised to hear Hifumi talk down to Yui like that. I'm sure if Maria said words to that effect, she'd be pushed to the floor and ground beneath the heel of Yui's foot. Yui doesn't seem to mind being scolded by Hifumi, though. Her expression doesn't falter. Instead, she smiles sheepishly. I guess you're right. I'm sorry, Hifumi. I've been working hard lately, and I suppose I am somewhat tired. You poor thing. You're always so busy. Yes, indeed. But fortunately, I have my lovely hero to soothe me. Hifumi winces. I wonder if she's upset. Her facial features soon rearrange themselves, however, into a smile. That is good and well, my lady. I'm very happy for you. You're not jealous? Not at all. Rather, I am pleased for you. The hair kept getting in my face. You must be glad that you have been able to reunite with Hiro after so many years. He is quite the catcher, Zeno. He is indeed. Yui pouts. She shifts over to me, disrupting the breakfast tray, and whines winds an arm about mine in the same manner Cosmos so often does. And he is mine. I won't have you gulping at him, Haifumai, no matter how much I like you. You've had your fun with him, now it's my turn. Of course, my lady. Haifumai bows her head. I wouldn't presume to try and steal your beloved from you, when it is apparent how much you care for him. I may be older than you, but I am not a scheming vixen.
Help me! Fucking help me! For the love of the Lord, help me, you dull bitch! Fucking help me! Help me!
Good. I knew I could trust you. You're not at all like Maria. Yui's grip about my arm relaxes. Reassured now that Yui won't try to steal me out from under her nose, Yui turns her attention to the breakfast tray. Well then, I suppose I ought to eat something. I need to replenish my energy. I'd rather just starve at this point. If I'm not going home, and you won't even let me be by myself, I'd either break the window and just jump off the edge, killing myself, or I will purposely starve. I want to live my life, and this isn't a life I want to live. I have been so awfully busy as of late. There's always something for me to do. It almost makes me miss my student days. Why are you talking to her? Just leave her be and ignore her. Did you enjoy being a student? I did at first. I thought the lessons quite dull and tedious, and I didn't care for any of my classmates. They could tell that I was subtly different, so they all kept their distance. It was a bit lonely, but then I met you. Yui smiles at me. I appreciate your company a good deal. You brightened up my time spent in Tokyo considerably.
Skipping some comments. The music lovely. If I didn't know any better, I would play this game.
Why won't they fucking fix this?
Wear a hoodie now. Look at my horrible drawing.
Why does it repeat for no reason and they refuse to fix it?
Emoji nerd face.
It is because of you that I learned to tolerate humans. I had fun going on dates with you and learning more about human society. We went a lot of places and did a good many things. I was so young and carefree back then. Now it is my duty to remain here in the Succubus realm, where it is always dark. The sun doesn't shine as it did in Tokyo, and there aren't any cafes or amusement parks here. It is quite dreary. Sometimes I wish I did not have quite so many responsibilities, but my burden will be lessened, I think, with your company. Being with you is like a salve that heals my heart. Now. Yui scoops a spoonful of Haifumei's mouth-watering miso soup, then brings it up to my lips. I will let you will you let me feed you, darling? I'm perfectly capable of feeding myself, but I oblige. I let Yui spoon mouthfuls of soap and morsels of fish into my lips, while Haifumei watches. If Haifumei is jealous about our closeness, and I rather suspect, despite her protest, that she doesn't let on. Her brow doesn't wrinkle. Instead, she smiles placently, her hands folded together at her front. She really is a wonderful actress. I've never seen anybody better at hiding their own emotions. It's impressive, but it's kind of sad too. I feel sorry for Yui, who obliged to stay in the Succubus realm and rule her subjects, but I feel sorry for Haifumei too. It can't be easy watching the person you love be pampered by another woman. Then again, didn't Yui have to bear witness to dozens upon dozens of events like that? She must have been observing me in the Succubus realm for quite some times. It did break her heart to see me flirting with Haifumai and resting my head upon her lap. Oh, did it break her heart to see me flirting with Haifumai and resting my head upon her lap? That was delicious. Yui finishes the last of the breakfast, then sets down her chopsticks. Thank you, Haifumai. Your cooking seems to get better and better every time I see you. You're very welcome. Nothing makes me happier than watching people eat my food. I trust you enjoyed it well, Hiro. Yeah, sure, it was great. The fish was especially good, and I loved the miso soup. I'm relieved. Sorry, just her expression caught me off guard, that's all. Haifumai beams. I do most of my cooking in the human world now. In my apartment, I'm rather more accustomed to my own kitchens than the ones here, so I feared I might have made a mistake. I'm glad everything went well. Now, Haifumai casts an eye over Yui. She's wearing nothing but her underwear. Would you let me help you with your clothes, my lady? If you like, that would be most appreciated. So I don't think I could ever be like...
Found the gay spider that's autistic on Roblox.
I don't think I could ever be a king or rich or whatever, because I can't have people trying to like change me. I can change myself. I'm pretty useless at a lot of things, but changing myself I can do on my own. And having like people try and change you as their job, it just feels embarrassing. Alright then, stand up and I'll start pampering you. Yui obeys Haifumai's command in a surprisingly obedient manner, like a child might. Though Haifumai protested when Yui said she was like her mother, there is something motherly about her. Watching her dot on Yui is kind of sweet. Oh. Haifumai wraps Yui's clothes about her shoulders, smiling all the while. Yui shivers when the fur of her cape touches her exposed skin, but she doesn't shriek or shy away from Haifumai's fingers. She looks completely at her ease. This early morning ritual is one which must have occurred numerous times between these two women. I can see, based on her relaxed posture, how deeply Yui trusts Haifumai. Yui's relationship with Haifumai is the polar opposite to her relationship with Maria. She seems to regard Haifumai very highly, and I can't see so much as a flicker of animosity in her eyes. What the fuck is animosity? I think I can understand that. Haifumai is a sweet, unassuming woman. It's hard for anybody to dislike her. That's partially why she's been such an endearingly popular actress for so many years. By the way, my lady, I was thinking... Yui shoots Haifumai a sidelong glance. What is it, Haifumai? I couldn't help but recall the talk you gave me yesterday after you summoned me to the Succubus realm. Oh, that... Yui frowns. Please, don't take it too personally. You know I dislike scolding you. I was upset at the time, I will admit it. But if you had seen the error of your ways, you needn't dwell upon it. One apology is more than enough to satisfy me. I know we all make mistakes. Thank you, my lady. You are very generous. Haifumai bows her head. I am sure I am speaking on behalf of all the succubi, Maria included, when I say that we did not know how much you adored Hiro. Had we been aware of your intimate connection to him, I am sure we would not have pursued him. Fucking liar! me and this blue bitch have nothing in common.
It's alright, Haifumai. I can forgive you and the others. Yui's expression hardens, but I cannot forgive Maria in a hurry, not until she apologizes to me herself with her own mouth. For one of my underlings, she has an absurdly awful attitude. She does not regard me with due respect, and her etiquette is shocking. I shan't let her off the hook, even if you ask me, Haifumai. I despise her. Well, I thought you might say that. Haifumai laughs. But my lady, while I know none of us would have pursued a relationship with the hero had we known of your bond with him, the fact remains that we still did. Hero has become a special person to all of us, myself included. I wish I could ignore the feelings I have for him, but it is not that simple. Perhaps my heart is weak, and if that is the case, I beg your pardon, but it is rare I find a man I care about quite as much as he. I know that Ayu, Cosmos, and Maria feel the same way. As for Hazel, meanwhile... Haifumai purses her lips together. I have not had the chance to speak to her since arriving in the Succubus realm, but I am sure she is fond of him too. We all like him a good deal, and we cannot stop liking him because you have commanded us to. It would be nice if we could put a stop to our feelings as simply as one to turn off a light switch, but that is not possible. I realize things must be hard for you, Haifumai, but you still have to try and live with it. Hero is mine, and you must learn to keep your distance. I know that is what you wish, my lady, but please hear me out. Maria, Ayu, Cosmos, and Hazel and I have been sharing for quite some time. We all love him equally, and he loves us. We have had a few sparks, but we have been able to settle everything between us peaceably, as adults should. This arrangement is quite the pleasant one. You don't have any complaints with it, do you, Hero?
Oh no, not at all.
You see? Haifumai just used rough about her shoulders. We were all happy with the way things were, and so I was wondering if you might not be happy like that too? Like what? Yui's eyes narrow into slits while her voice drops in volume. All of a sudden, she doesn't look half so agreeable as once she did. You aren't telling me to share my hero with the rest of you, are you? I thought it a possibility, my lady. It would make us all happy. We love him, and it would be unfair to keep him trapped in the Succubus realm against his will, surely.
He isn't trapped here against his will. He loves me.
I'm sure he does, but...
There are no buts. I won't let you stand here in my bedroom and insult me. Haifumai, I thought you were supposed to be my ally.
I am your ally, my lady. I never meant any offense, I just...
Then maybe you shouldn't have said anything. Yui jerks away from Haifumai suddenly, her eyes blazing. She is fully dressed down, and she looks infuriated. Her tail is swishing. Indignantly, and her tall horns make her look more imposing than ever before. Gone is the sweet, obliging Yui who praised Haifumai's cooking and fed me while in bed. She's transformed into the cold-hearted succubus queen that debased Maria in the throne room. The full brunt of her anger isn't even directed at me, and I can feel my blood running cold all the same. It's little wonder Haifumai looks so pale. How dare you try to tell me what to do? You might be my advisor, but I am the queen, and you do not have any power over me. If I wanted to keep Hero all to myself, then I may. You have no right to butt in.
My love life is none of your concern.
How are you surprised? The title is literally the title. You clicked on the stream and acted surprised. I don't know what you expected by clicking on the thing that it's called. It's literally the 3rd volume in the game. This isn't anything new. I don't know why you're so surprised.
But this isn't just about you, my lady. Ifuma looks anxious, but she doesn't back down. She tries to argue on my behalf, though she's trembling all the while. This is about Hero too. You need to stop and think about what he wants. This might be my own what the fuck? What is that word? Vanity? This might be my own vanity speaking, but I believe he was happy with the 5 of us. After all we have gone through together, it would be cruel to part us. It really isn't right to keep him here. I am the one who will decide what is right and what is not, thank you. Yui puffs out her impressive chest, her hands on her hips. He might not want to stay here right now, but he will. We'll spend more time together and I'll lavish attention on him, and then he'll realize how he has missed me. He'll be glad to leave the human world behind as I did, so he can stay with me. In fact, I'm sure he'll thank me for it.
No, I won't.
He loves me. He loves me much more than he has ever loved you, so stop trying to spoil everything.
No, I don't! This bitch is talking out of her ass!
I am not trying to spoil anything, my lady. I am merely trying to make me doubt myself. Yui raises one eyebrow. Well, I won't have it. If Hero were any other human, I would let him go without delay, but he is special to me. Yui's voice, which was once so self-righteous, now falters. She looks down at the floor, her eyes half-lidded, and sighs. Perhaps it may appear that I am being unreasonable, but my judgment is perfectly sound. I am only doing this because I love him. How could that be bad? Love is a good, pure emotion. It is not something to be ashamed of, nor second-guessed.
That is quite wrong. On the surface, it sounds like a pure emotion, but one's love can be quite toxic and quite unhealthy if, you know, feeling too strongly.
Roblox vibing.
Aren't you the one who told me that, Haifumai? I suppose I am, but Princess, why do we not ask Hiro what he wants to do? Haifumai looks at me. Do you really want to stay here? Yes, Hiro, you tell that meddling old woman. Tell her that you love me and you want to stay by my side forever. Well, I look between you and Haifumai, quite at a loss. It's true enough that I don't want to spend my life here, but I'm sure I'd hurt Yui's feelings if I told her. Fuck her feelings! I did love her once. I think I still love her now. No, I don't. Though my feelings have shifted somewhat as I grew older. She's not exactly the same as the Yuki I remember, but that should go without saying. Everything changes. But if If I stay here, nothing will change. I'll be trapped. What should I say? Okay, save. I want to stay here. I can't stay here. Oh, fuck that. I'm not staying here. Yui, I'm sorry, but however much I like you, I don't think I can stay here. This isn't where I belong. I have a life already, and it's separate from yours. I have a job I'm proud of, and a family. I can't abandon them. I don't want to abandon Maria, Ayu, Cosmos, Hazel, or Haifumai, either. Can't you let me go, please? Yui takes a step back, as though she's been slapped. Her eyes narrow, and her body stiffens. For a few moments, I'm afraid she might burst into tears, but then her expression hardens. You're just saying that because Haifumai put the idea into your head. I'm sure I'll be able to talk you around sooner. Ah, you bitch! This fucking bitch! Do you think they have magic and kind of transform themselves into, what's the other one? Incubuses? Or is it kind of like too tough of a magic to transform? No, I'm not just saying that. I'm being earnest. I'm very confused, tired too. I don't think you even know what you're saying, hero. You're not in your right state of mind, but don't worry, I still love you. I'll never, ever stop loving you. Now, Yui turns. I have some matters to attend to if you'll excuse me. So saying, she exits the bedroom. The door falls shut behind her with a dull, heavy thud. Now it's just Haifumai and I in the bedroom. She looks at me, I look at her, and then we both sigh. Oh dear, I expected this would happen, but even so, that didn't go very well at all. I'm inclined to agree. The situation is fast becoming untenable.
What I'm hearing, I hear a nerd shove said character in locker.
The fuck? How will I escape now? I'm sorry, hero. I did try to talk her around, but she doesn't seem at all interested in listening. I just wish I could have been more help. It's alright, Haifumai. I offer Haifumai a small, comforting smile. I know you tried, and I do appreciate it. I couldn't be angry at you over that. You're not the one who's keeping me here, after all. Maybe not, but if I was better at negotiating... Haifumai sighs, her head hanging. There's no wind in the succubus realm that I can detect, and her inky black tresses which fall all over her shoulders remain unstirred. It's very quiet out here in the courtyard, save for the sound of running water from the fountain. Flowers in their beds are motionless, as though they've been preserved in formaldehyde. It's not really cold, but I find myself shivering all the same. This place is pretty stifling. Of all the succubi, I'm the one whose opinion Lady Yui respects the most. If I cannot persuade her, I fear nobody can. She might have shot me down once, but I shall not give up here. I will continue to petition her about your release, day after day until her resolve crumbles. You can count on me here. Thanks, Hifumi. You're so dependable. I'm a little worried, though. About what? I don't want Yui to lose her temper with you. She seems kind of volatile. And that might be an understatement, given how brutally she treated poor Maria. If you got hurt for my behalf, I'd feel awful. I don't want that weighing on your shoulders. Hifumi is a famous actress. She's renowned across Japan for her smooth, beautiful face and her pale complexion. If Yui were to sully that with a foot to the face, say, then Hifumi's career might be jeopardized. I looked up to Hifumi when I was younger. She was one of my very first celebrity crushes. Man, that must be fucking weird. The thought of that a woman such as her wants to help me is humbling. But humbling! But really, I don't want to be responsible for the potential fallout. I'd feel awful if Hifumi got hurt. Hifumi doesn't seem to share my concerns, though. Or if she does, she's able to mask them behind a smile. Don't worry, hero. It is somewhat embarrassing to admit, but I am not doing this solely for your own sake. I have a bit of a vested interest in your safety, too. I like you a good deal, so I would very much like to continue being intimate with you. If we could no longer hold hands or embrace or kiss, then I fear I would be very upset. You make me happy, so I would like to continue being with you. That is why I want to argue on your behalf. As the only person here with enough authority to sway Lady Yui, I ought to do my best. Otherwise, I really might never be able to spend time with you like this. Hifumi shifts a little on the bench, so her thighs are brushing mine. A few strands of her hair brushing against my cheek. It feels very gentle, like a caress. Hey, hero. I'm trying to get comfortable, but like if I'm not sitting up, whenever I'm voicing the characters, I don't know why it feels self-conscious for some reason. There we go. Hifumi blinks up at me, her eyes censorious. Would it be alright if I rested my head upon your lap? Oh, sure thing. It's a volatile stream of vomit. Just like the Exorcist. I realize it may be something of an imposition, but all of a sudden I feel so tired. I don't have any personal issue with her suggestion, but I'm worried Yui might find out. She seems to know everything that happens within the succubus realm. I don't want Hifumi to get hurt, but I don't want to be parted from her either. What should I say?
I mean, she, like, it seems like Yui would be a little easier on her than... It should be fine for a little while. It's fine. I offer Haifumi a smile. You gave me your lap before. It's only fair that I return the favor. Oh, thank you. Haifumi's eyes light up. You really are a darling. Then I shall take you up on your kindness. As much as I care for Yui, dealing with her for any protected period of time can be exhausting. I need to rest. Sighing, Haifumi rests her head upon my lap. Her inky, blank hair spoils across my knees, while her violet eyes peer into my own. Are you sure I am not too heavy?
Damn bitch, you weigh like a fucking tank truck. What the fuck have you been eating?
I'm sure I can scarcely, like, I think it means barely. I'm sure I can scarcely even feel you.
Thank goodness. I feel my giggles, her chest raising and falling. Slowly her eyelashes fall shut, and as they do, a peculiar transformation occurs. Haifumai's horns and wings melted away, as does her tail. Her succubus attire fades to be replaced with a casual clothings I've not seen her wear before. She's now clad, not her kimono, but a t-shirt and shorts. Her hair is tied back in two messy pigtails, and a pair of red glasses are balanced upon the bridge of her nose. Haifumi? I blink at her, perplexed, my fingers running through her tresses. What's going on? What? Oh! Haifumi looks at herself, cheeks turn pink. Is she embarrassed? I did not mean to show you such a side of myself. I felt so good I let myself go. All the stress drained from my body. And before I knew it, this happened. Did you lose control of your magic? It happens sometimes. When we succubi are particularly relaxed.
Shut up, Henry.
I see. Well, I grin, my fingers still twinning through Haifumi's jet black hair. I'm very glad I can relax you, but your clothes are kind of curious. Do you often dress like that? When I'm at home, yes. I thought you preferred kimonos. I do. Traditional Japanese attire is very elegant. Whenever I go out in public, I present myself thus. Kimonos are a part of my image. As such, I cannot be seen without them. It would disappoint my fans if they saw me in a slovenly state. But they can be cumbersome, particularly the long sleeves. When I am alone, I like to let my hair down, so to speak, and dress more casually. I feel at ease with you, so I myself summon these clothes without thinking. That's adorable. I hope you're not too disappointed. Disappointed? Nah, I think you look cute. Really? Yeah, it's pretty different from your usual look, but it still suits you. The traditional elegant Haifumi is very nice, but this is refreshing in its own right. Why, thank you. I do appreciate it. I'm glad your opinion of me has not shifted. I'll take more than a casual... It'll take more than a casual tee and a pair of shorts to change my mind. I'm wondering about the glasses, though. Do you really need them, or are they for decoration? They are necessary. When I assume my uniform, my eyesight is not the best. Usually I wear contacts, but but I don't like putting them in. They make me flinch. As a fellow member of the Four Eyes Club, I can relate to that. You have never worn contacts? I have, but they feel kind of awkward. I have never gotten used to them. It's fine though, I'm not a famous actress, so I don't have to worry about my appearance like you do. I think your glasses make you look very handsome. And it is nice that we match. It makes me feel even closer to you somehow. I feel my giggles, her cheeks still tinged pink, her eyes upturned. She then drops her voice to a whisper and says, "Let the body, devil, let the body." Hey, hero. Yeah? I really do care about you. I don't want to say goodbye to you. That is why I will continue petitioning Yui. I cannot let this stand. Oh, my beloved, I have even dreamt of walking down the aisle with you someday. But if you stay here, my humble dreams will never come true. Ergo, I shall protect you. Do not worry. Things may seem bleak now, but I am sure they will be fine. We just need to stay together. I was just thinking, right, of such a oh shit, whoops, such a fucked up thing, right? Just imagine, like, Yui comes out and tries to punish Haifume, right? And I block her way, right? And she just raises her hands and go, "Testicular torsion!" Just to get me out of the way.
Music changed.
While I doubt Haifume's earnestness,
LOL.
time begins to pass and nothing changes. Haifume continues to petition Yui every morning, but Yui remains cold and flinty to her demands. Her expression never changes when Haifume speaks to her, and after a minute or so she dismisses her advisor with a curt wave of her hand. Haifume tries her best, I know she does, but how can she sway Yui's heart when she refuses to listen? It doesn't seem possible. As for myself, I spend most of my time in my room. Yui often isn't there. She's too busy attending to her duties as a ruler. But when she is, she quick to pepper me with hungry, needy kisses. Gross, I fucking hate those chocolates. To be honest, I don't think I've actually had one. They just don't look good. These kisses often escalate into something more, then before I know it, the pair of us are intertwined. Oh, gross, womanly affection. Ugh. I don't dislike being intimate with Yui. She's beautiful, as I believe I've mentioned numerous times, and her love for me can't be denied. Being with her always feels good in the moment at least, but when it's over, Yui's fast asleep beside me. I always feel a vague sense of dread. Every night I fall asleep with the hope that the next day surely Haifume will be able to penetrate Yui's defenses. But nothing happens. I'm always left disappointed, not with Haifume, I hasten to add, but with this whole situation. I don't know how long I've been in the Succubus realm, but I think it must have been more than a week, maybe 2. I wonder how much time has passed in the human world during this time, maybe a couple of days? It's not a very long time by any stretch of the imagination, but if things continue like this, it'll be in serious trouble. I don't want to lose my job or my apartment. At least I'm not the only one trapped in here. Maria, Hifumi, Cosmos, Ayu, and Hazel are stuck too. I feel like that's my mindset. If I'm being fucked over by someone, right? If I can't, you know, if someone can't fix the problem I'm in, then I'm dragging more people into the problem, because if I'm suffering, so do all of you. Like, oh, I got scammed out of $300 because for some reason a family friend dragged me into a pyramid scheme. I'll drag other people into a pyramid scheme just so I'm not the only one who lost money. Just like shit like that is like, if I have to suffer, I will drag as many people in the surrounding environment. At least I'm not the only one trapped here. Maria, Hifumi, Cosmos, Ayu, and Hazel are stuck too. They remain in this realm of eternal darkness, all 5 of them victims of Yui's capricious whims. Hazel doesn't seem too upset about this arrangement, but the others are starting to become antsy. Their careers are on the line. We're all suffering together. I talk to them occasionally when I have the chance, but I'm afraid they'll be punished should Yui find out. I've not seen her eavesdropping on our conversation just yet, but then again, I don't need to. Yui knows magic, and she could be spying on us from anywhere. It's a troubling thought. I feel tense and on the edge pretty much all the time. Now I'm really starting to doubt my future. I'm sure the other succubi will be released from here in due course when Yui has had enough of tormenting them. But what about me? She doesn't seem at all inclined to let me go. In fact, with each passing day, she only grows clingier and more desperate. She's utterly insatiable. I don't think she'll ever get bored of me. Under other circumstances, the continued attention of a woman like Yui would be flattering, but I can't really enjoy it as I am now. Pretty much. I think. It's beginning to look distinctively possible that Hifumi will never be able to convince Yui. Then I'll be trapped here for the rest of my life. I keep forgetting how stupid her, like, other form looks. After a few days, when I'm walking through one of the many identical hallways in Yui's palace, I run into the Cosmos, though not literally. Cosmos is wandering about aimlessly, her expression vague and unfixed. She reminds me of a lost and lonely cloud. Hey, Cosmos! I wave at her in greetings, and she jumps. Oh, here.
I agree, I think.
Oh, here. I was looking for you. You were? Cosmos bites her lower lip and shifts from foot to foot. Her tail, meanwhile, quivers. She doesn't look very happy-go-lucky. In fact, she looks the exact opposite of that. Sad, stop-on-the-lucky. That's not a thing. In any event, it upsets me to see Cosmos looking so down in the dumps. She's always been a bit of an airhead by nature, but she's always smiles when she's with me. All this time spent in the Succubus realm, divorced from social media and all her fans mostly getting to her. Is something the matter? I'm not really sure. It's all very confusing. Did something upset you? Are you thinking about your fans? I always think about my fans. They have never been far from my mind ever since Lady Yui summoned me here. Of course I think about you more here. Of course. But my fans are important too. It is because of them I've been able to continue manifesting in the human world for so long. Their support and their love means the world to me. I think of them kind of like my family. I know they all look out for me, and I hate to disappoint or upset them. They won't be so worried about me. That sounds like a lot of pressure to handle. Don't you ever worry about trying to make over 3 million people happy? Don't you ever worry about trying to make over 3 million people happy? All the time. I always worry if I'm not good enough, or smart enough, or pretty enough. Ayu says I'm a skunk. She tells me people are only interested in me because of my body, but they don't care about me as a person. Maybe she is right. But if these people like me at all for any reason, I feel obliged to return their love with love of my own. I don't love them the same way I love you, Hero, but they're still precious to me.
Well, that's nice to know. That's really nice to know. Thanks. It's alright, I understand.
You do?
Well, not entirely. Though I'm a professional photographer, I'm not a famous rapid pond celeb like Cosmos is. If I had to create my social media presence carefully every day, selecting and discarding photos to upload at 4-hour intervals, I think I'd go mad. It doesn't sound like a lot of work in theory, but I know Cosmos devotes her entire being to her fans. She's far more appreciative of them than Ayu is hers. For all the lewd outfits she wears, Cosmos is very innocent in some regards. Maybe that's why she's so popular.
I'm not worried about my fans right now, though. This isn't about me.
It's not?
No.
Cosmos shakes her head, her stubby pigtails bounce.
I'm worried about Ayu. She's been acting kinda weird.
Weirder than usual, you mean?
Do you think Ayu is weird? I thought I was supposed to be the weird one.
You're unique, Cosmos. I don't think it's a bad thing, though.
Ayu says we're all unique, but we're not necessarily unique in positive ways, and it's nothing to be proud of.
Well, she's not necessarily wrong, but geez, that girl is prickly. She's like a cactus. She acts so cute and sweet and bubbly, but deep down inside, she's so cynical, it's not really very cute.
No, it's not. Ayu's pigtails are cute, and so is her face, but her personality is rotten. She puts on pretentious all the time, but can't see past it. Her fans think she really loves them. They're all deluded.
And that's why Ayu's a certified weirdo. No healthy, normal person puts on a cute act like that 24/7. Cosmos smiles at this. She looks amused.
When you put it like that, I guess Ayu is quite weird. I'll tell her that the next time she makes fun of me.
Has she been making fun of you a lot?
All the time. She's very confrontational, but she's been snappier than normal lately. I think it might be because she hasn't been able to spend enough time with you.
Do you really think that?
I know that she likes you, though she doesn't admit it. When she's with you, she actually smiles, and it looks like she means it. She isn't just putting on an act. You make her really happy here. If Ayu is acidic, you must be alkaline. You balance her out so she can act neutral.
What the fuck does that mean? Huh, is that so? That's a nice smile. I wouldn't have expected it from her. To be frank, I'm surprised she even knows what Akalaya is. She doesn't seem very well versed in the way of science, but her knowledge might run deeper than it initially appears. She is a fan of Lynch, after all. Cosmos is full of surprises.
Since we haven't been able to spend much time together, Ayu's temper is starting to boil over. She shouts at me for the smallest things, and she looks so grumpy all the time. She's so angry she even started to rant at Lady Yui.
Huh? Did she really try to pick a fight with you?
She did, and she's still doing it. I walked past the throne room a few minutes ago and I overheard Ayu. She was shouting out at Lady Yui, and she sounded very upset. It was very surprising. Ayu says horrible things about people, but she's a coward, so she can only ever do it behind their backs. She's always been deferral towards Lady Yui. She sucks up to her almost as much as Hazel does, though I know she doesn't really like her. I've never heard Ayu shout at Lady Yui before. It's scary. Ayu is never scary. Cosmo shakes her head. She has a short temper and she isn't very nice, but she's stupid, so she doesn't scare me. She's a famous idol, but she has even fewer rapid pump followers than I do. Damn! Oof. That's a pretty harsh assessment of Ayu's character, not that it's entirely inaccurate. I don't think Ayu's stupid herself, per se, but her self-important rages always tend to sputter out as quickly as they come. Her mood swings about wildly, but she's actually quite simple to placate. You just need to flatter her ego. Lady Yui is the scary one. She's unpredictable. I'm afraid she'll punish Ayu for this. She might cut off all of her hair or ban her from being an idol. If that happens, it would break Ayu's heart. She worked really, really hard to be an idol. If she lost that, I'm afraid she'd never recover. I wanted to go into the throne room and stop her, but I was afraid Lady Yui would punish me too. That's why I was looking for a Haifumai or you. Cosmos looks at me imploringly, her eyes large. Won't you go into the throne room and stop Ayu before it's too late? Lady Yui listens to you. If you tell her to go easy on Ayu, she might show some leniency. Please, hero.
Let me save this to the playlist. Oh shit, wrong thing. Let me, Cosmo sounds genuinely troubled by all of this. I know her relationship with Ayu is a rocky one, but I think they're friends of a sort. They're quite close in age, and they seem to hang out together a lot. Ayu's certainly closer to Cosmos than she is Maria and Haifumai.
Was about to go asleep, but you need voices in your head. Skipping some comments. Emoji skull. Emoji onion. So it's day for you. Okay.
Ayu and shut the fuck up. I know it's repeating it, but I don't know why it's repeating it. Ayu and Cosmos bicker all the time, but I think that might be proof of their close relationship. Though they're not blood related, they really do act like squabbling sisters. They really do act like squabbling sisters. I smile. You care about Ayu a lot, don't you? I do, yes, and I'm sure she cares about me too. We don't always get along, but she's one of the only succubi who ever speaks to me. That counts for a lot, I think. She can be cold and biting, but she can be kind too. She annoys me, but I still like her. I don't want her to be sad. I might not seem like it, but she's very delicate. She hides behind her anger because if she doesn't, she might cry instead. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that. I don't want you to shed any tears. Then I'll try to have a word with her, Yui too. You would? You don't mind? Not at all. I smile at Cosmos. I love all of you equally. That includes Ayu. Whether she wishes it or not, she is a bit of a brat, but I don't want to see her cry either. I'm her cameraman and I won't ever abandon her.
I dash to the throne room in double quick time. The door is shut, but I can still hear Ayu's voice filtering into the hallway.
Not right, Lady Yui, please!
I can't hear everything she's saying, but she certainly sounds impassioned. She must be shouting quite loudly, using her idle lungs to her advantage for her voice to carry so far. I wonder what she's shouting about. I guess there's only one way to find out. I push open the door, stepping inside to the throne room. Ayu takes a stand. And I'm greeted by quite the sight. Ayu was kneeling on the ground before Yui, her arms pressed against the floor. Her head is bent low, her orange pigtails cascading down the smooth plane of her back, and her bare toes are curled beneath her rear. Yui, meanwhile, is sitting upon her throne. She looks down at Yui with pursed lips, as one might observe a sewer rat. She might have seen me enter because her eyes flicker to me for a brief moment, but she doesn't greet me. Maybe she doesn't want to interrupt whatever it is that's going on. Ayu, for her part, hasn't noticed me at all. She continued to implore Lady Yui, her voice raising in pitch until it sounds high and breathy. Please, Lady Yui, I'm begging you. You simply have to let him go. Ayu's voice is certainly impassioned, but I don't think she sounds angry. Her tone is instead deeply reverent, though it's bordering on hysterical. Maybe Cosmos got the wrong idea. Ayu isn't arguing with Yui, she's pleading with her, but not for her sake. Judging by the sound of it, she's trying to argue on my behalf. Goodness me. Yui sighs and shakes her head. I fail to see what you think you can accomplish with this foolishness, Ayu. Have I not made my feelings quite plain enough already? Hero is mine, and I shall do with him as I will. If I want him to stay here, then he shall. That is the end of the matter. But Yui! Ayu stares up at Yui, her hair spiraling across the floor. Please reconsider. Hero might be a mere human, but he is not yours. As a sentient being, he should be allowed to make his own decisions. If his IQ is not that much higher than a goldfish's. Ouch, that's not very nice. I appreciate that Ayu's trying to help me, but she does really have to make digs at my intelligence like that. But does she have to make digs at my intelligence like that? I'm far, far smarter than any aquatic life form. I beg to differ, because there's... apart from maybe octopi, they're meant to be pretty smart. They can even unscrew jaws with their tentacles. Sometimes even I struggle with that. I don't think Hero wishes to stay here much longer. He looks so despondent whenever I see him. It makes my heart break. He is still the same hero I know, more or less, but if he's forced to remain here much longer, he might lose that spark of his which makes him special. If you continue to treat him like this, he'll turn into nothing more than your doll. Nonsense, he is quite happy and content with me. I fail to see why he should be otherwise, unless you are suggesting he loves you more than he loves me. No, my lady, that is not what I'm trying to say. Perish the thought. Good. Yui leans back in her throne, her pale eyes cold and icy. If that is what you were implying, Ayu, I would have to punish you for treason. I could humiliate you in ways you could only imagine. Gak! Ayu tenses, but she doesn't back away. She remains kneeling upon the floor, her rear raised in the air, toes curled. Sorry, my brain went into a very perverted state. I'm just thinking, if you're doing it to the, point that your toes are curling, how good must it feel?
Like, do you get what I'm saying?
The floor in the throne room feels very sturdy underfoot. I think it's made of some sort of shiny marble. It must be hard on Ayu's legs to kneel like this for quite so long, but her determination doesn't waver. She must be accustomed to grueling tests of endurance like this. She is an idol after all. Some of her concerts last 2 hours, and she sings and dances through dozens upon dozens of songs. It's easy to write Ayu off as being shrill and annoying, but she's an incredibly hard worker. I think she's passionate too. Is she hoping some of that passion will reach Yui?
Forgive my impudence, my lady, for I am young and inexperienced, but I do think it would be for the best if you let Hiro go. You cannot keep him trapped here.
He is not trapped. He wishes to be here.
Did he tell you that?
Oh, no, not as such. But he will in due course. I am certain of that. Now this conversation is very tedious. I shall not change my mind on the matter, so you needn't bow before me further. It's unpleasant. Yui wrinkles her nose. Get to your feet and get yourself out of my sight. I was going to let you succubi return to the human world tomorrow morn, Maria included, but if you continue to argue with me, I shall reconsider pardoning you.
That is very generous of you, Lady Yui.
Indeed it is. I am overflowing with the milk of human kindness.
Hopefully not for me. But what about Hiro? Won't you let him go too?
We have discussed this already. Were you not paying attention? Hiro's going nowhere. If I let him leave this place, it will be harder for me to keep an eye on things. And who is to say what he might get up to with the rest of you succubi running around? It is simply out of the question. He must remain here by my side forever. That is the only way I can ensure he will remain true and loyal.
This bitch, this genuine bitch. I don't know if I hate her because of my own story and headcanon I'm running off with, or if it's... I think beside that, I don't think I really have a reason to hate her. I'm just adding more story to make it more interesting, because I personally think this is kind of bland. Because it's like, every person he meets is a succubus. There's no in-between.
I love him, so I wish to keep him all to myself.
And I understand that. I understand it perfectly.
Ayu cries, her voice wavering with emotions.
After all, I love Hiro too.
I stare at Ayu, my eyes widen. She loves me? I had assumed, of course, but Ayu isn't the sort of girl to simply say these things. She always hides her real emotions behind layers upon the layers of obfuscation. She's the least straightforward of all the succubi I know, but that only makes her declaration of love sweeter. I know it all. Ayu's a total softie at heart. She's so cute. I know I say a lot of mean things to her, but I don't really mean any of them. It's just, well, being in love is embarrassing, and as an idol I should know better. If the tabloids found out about my feelings for him, I'd be ruined. I tried to keep my distance, but it proved to be impossible. He might not wear the best clothes, or his haircut's a bit old-fashioned and outdated, and he's not even that good-looking. Now these are some pretty harsh criticism coming from a girl who supposedly loves me. If this is what I love is like, I shudder to think how acrimonious her hate must be. But I love him all the same. I can't help it. I love him because he's sweet and he's kind and he's understanding, and he seems to know what I really mean even if I don't say it. I've been intolerably rude to him, but he's always put up with me. He's never lost his temper. Plus, he smells really good. I doubt I'd ever find another guy like him. I've not known him half as long as you have, Lady Yui, but he's already become a huge part of my life. Spending time with him makes me happy, so I understand why you love him. If I were in your position, I would be horribly jealous too. I would hate myself and any other succubus brazen enough to try and steal him from me. In fact, I am jealous of the others. Seeing Maria and Cosmos and the others slide up to him is so upsetting. I'm a selfish girl at heart, and I want him all for myself. It hurts me to see him acting so familiar with other women, so I understand your feelings perfectly. I might be your underling, but I think the pair of us are very alike. Oh, so you understand, do you? Then in that case... Yui's eyes narrow. Why do you persist in trying to take him from me? Do you want to hurt me? No, I don't. I don't want to hurt you or anybody else. I want us all to be happy. And that's why I think Maria and Haifumai are right. No matter how much we might love Hiro, we all ought to learn how to share. That's the only way to satisfy all of us. Please remember that we are succubi. Monogamy, Montgomery. Monogamy isn't in our nature. We shouldn't hoard desirable humans for ourselves. That's not right. It might hurt initially, and we might feel jealous, but there's no reason to deprave everybody else of what they want. I love Hiro, but I love my sisters too, and I love you. And I even love you, but that being the case, why can't we love one another? Wouldn't that be for the best? Yui's face, which is already pale, turns wider still during Ayu's speech. Why you? Her gloved hands clench about the armrest of her thrones. Then she rises to her feet. She crossed the marble floor, heeled shoe clacking. The sound echoes throughout the high-ceilinged room ominously. Ayu quivers. How dare you tell me what's for the very best? How dare you? Why, I have half a mind to turn you into a frog. Ayu trembles, but still she doesn't back down. She stares at Yui, hands clenched together, and cries, Fine then, do it! Do whatever you want with me, but that won't make Hiro happy. Nobody can make Hiro happier than I. You take that back. Still your treacherous tongue. No, I won't. I've spent my whole life hiding my true feelings, but I can't be silent when it comes to this. It's far too important. I'm being honest for once, without any pretenses. And I want you to know that Hiro will never be happy if you keep him here against his will. That is not what love is. If you want him to return your feelings fully, you need to let him make his decisions. You have to free him. Free all of us. Then learn how to share. You're not a little kid anymore. You can't always have your own way. Sometimes you have to make concessions. Well, I never. Such an impudence. Yui raises her arm. I think she means to strike Ayu. I think Ayu does too, because she squeezes her eyes shut and looks down on the floor. Time passes. It stretches and elongates, swirling around me. The atmosphere is tense. I can feel sweat beating on my palms. I wait, breath bated, for Yui's palm to connect with Ayu's cheek, but Yui pauses. It looks like she's reconsidering. Then, with a heavy sigh, Yui finally lets her arm drop. I do not want to admit it, but perhaps you do have a point. My lady? Ayu's eyes snap open. She stares at Yui, hands clasped at her front. Are you willing to consider what I said? I will give it some thought, yes. You might think me a tyrant, but I'm not completely unreasonable. I don't want to make Hiro unhappy, and I am worried. Yui glances at me over Ayu's shoulders. Our eyes meet and her own softens. Do you truly want to leave this place, Hero? Ah! What? Hero! Ayu whips about. Her long pigtails almost strike her in the face. Her stricken expression is so exaggerated, I find myself snorting despite the severity of the situation. Hey, Ayu, it's good to see you again. What? Why you? Ayu grits her teeth together. How long have you been standing there? Long enough. Then did you hear everything I said? Now this is an interesting sight. I've never seen Ayu blush quite this much before. Part of me wants to spare her feelings, but another part of me feels like having a bit of fun. What should I say? I don't get it. After some deliberation, my inner sadist wins out. I'm sorry, Ayu, after being toyed with all these sultry succubi, sometimes I want to do the toying myself. I smirk and then say, you mean the stuff about you loving me? Yeah, I heard it. It was very sweet. I didn't know you felt so strongly about me, Ayu. I'm flattered. Ayu winds her arms about her stomach, her expression twisted in agony. Yui didn't strike her, but it looks like she's in genuine physical pain all the same. You're such a jerk. If I'd known you were here, I never would have said all those things. I didn't want you to know. Well, now I do, and I'm glad to hear you say that. I love you a lot too. You do? I do. You can be hard to love at times, but your soft side is utterly adorable. I smile at her, consolingly. Besides, isn't it a good thing you said all that? If you hadn't, I don't think you would have been able to change Yui's mind. Well, I guess that's a good point, yes. Ayu pokes the tip of her fingers together shyly. Her face is beet red, but she looks no less adorable. Ayu is always at her cutest when she's flustered. She looks so cute, I kind of want to pinch her cheeks, but I'll refrain for now. Anyway, to answer your previous question, Yui, I clear my throat. I don't mean to make you feel bad, but this place really isn't my home. I don't think it matters how long I stay here. I'll never really belong. That's why I can't stay here. I see. Yui sighs. She looks despondent. Well, I suppose I should have expected that answer. You have taken no pains to hide your real feelings during the last few weeks. You told me when you first came here that you did not feel like you belonged. You have told me over and over again, in fact. But I was too stubborn to listen to you. I was certain you would change your mind in due course. But perhaps I was wrong. Some lover I am. I should have listened to you. I treated you very poorly. Perhaps I had no real right to tell you that I loved you in the first place if my love was so cumbersome. No, that isn't true. You were my first girlfriend, Yui, and you'll always have a special place in my heart. My mother peeked in my room and saw titties on the screen. Oh no. You've inconvenienced me a bit, sure, but I'm still fond of you. I might even love you too. You do? Sure. I still don't think this is canon to the Charlotte variant timeline, because
you've seen, because I feel like there's some redemption, but like it's not this quickly. It may take a long while.
But you love so many other women already. Yui glances at Ayu. Is there enough room in your heart for me too?
Of course there is. Love isn't a finite resource. I have a lot of it to go around. I love Ayu, but I love you too. You just need to learn how to share.
Sharing, it's not something I considered myself, but maybe I can try just this once, if you feel so passionately about him.
About them?
If you feel so passionately about this.
Yui's eyes narrow with newfound determination. She holds her arms out, palms raised, and declares in the flinty and unwavering tone of a queen,
let us all love one another then. If I am to be a real queen, I need to learn to listen to my people. I have to grow and change, and I must stop being so set in my ways. This is all very new to me, and it's a bit embarrassing, but I will do my best.
I thought we were all gonna jump her and just dismember the queen. The queen is dead! We are free! As I raise her like severed head like to the sky. We are free! We are no longer shackled to this damned realm! We shall be free once again! Viva Demonic Revolution!
This is all very new to me, and it's a bit embarrassing, but I'll do my best. I just want to make you happy here. Perhaps this isn't so very bad after all.
Yui cuddles up to me on the bed, her arms linked through mine. She's on one side of me, Ayu on the other, their heads both resting upon my shoulders. Yui's breath is uneven, and her eyes are droopy with exhaustions. I think she might fall asleep at any moment. But the small smile upon her lips doesn't waver at the very least. She looks utterly content, like a cat stretched out in the sunshine. I don't think I've ever seen her happier.
I had few doubts about sharing, but this experience has swayed my mind. It felt far better than I imagined it would.
What did I tell you? Ayu grins. It's nice making people you care about feel good, isn't it? I'm a selfish girl myself at heart, but sometimes a bit of collaboration is the easiest option for everyone involved. That's something I'd figured out for myself after becoming an idol. What do you mean? It's kind of complicated, but well, my fans might look up to me since I'm the person they see on the stage, but all my concerts are collaborative efforts. I have choreographers, costumers, composers, lyricists, and my producer. Then there are the cameramen, the lighting engineers, and all the people who arrange my concert. I'm the face of Ayu, but a whole bunch of work goes into each and every one of my performances. I couldn't reach so many people's hearts on my own. That's why I think it's a good thing to work together, and it makes it easier to spread the love around. Nobody's truly isolated. Nobody's truly isolated. Even a princess like you. Even a princess like you, Lady Yui. I just had the stupidest, I wouldn't say childish idea, but it's a dumb idea, right? So I imagine that, Succubus and Incubuses being sexual in nature are completely immune to any, sexual transmitted diseases. So in that case, if they were to fuck someone else that has a sexually transmitted disease because they are immune, it would not only not affect them, but also cure the person completely who they're fucking, cure them completely of their STD. Kind of like antivirus or like medicine or cures and shit, right? Something that couldn't be cured can be cured by something that is immune and is quite... I shouldn't really continue on the idea, but you get the idea. Nobody's truly isolated, not even a princess like you, Lady Yui.
Is that so? Yui exhales. I feel her cool breath against my neck and I shiver. It is true. I have felt very alone for quite some time. It is not much fun living in the succubus realm, where little changes. And as I am the ruler of many of my subjects, as I am a ruler, many of my subjects fear me. They do not talk to me as a friend. They prefer to keep their distance.
I understand she can't leave, but theoretically, it's like, oh, if there's any days off, right? They could, like, either, like, kind of, like, visit the succubus realm for, like, the holidays and stuff, so that she's included. Although it might suck, because every other day of the year would feel like fucking centuries, you know? Or as the ruler, she could make a rule where she can share it with Haifume so they can, like, take shifts every now and then, you know, when they're not busy.
For a long time, I thought Haifume was the only person I could trust.
Hello, stranger.
That's why I was so determined to keep Harry for myself. He was a small sliver of happiness I could cling to.
Are you one of Nick's friends?
Yeah, so you're not the person before.
What is this?
The title's right there.
But why was my son watching this? Who are you? Why are you grooming my son?
The name's right there.
You are not answering me.
And technically, if he was watching it, wouldn't that be your fault for not having the, what was it? I'm pretty sure there's a setting, so like, you can, in the settings, you can set up so like, they won't be able to see mature content. So if he came across this, that's technically your fault for not setting it up.
Why are you forcing my son to watch this disgusting thing? I will call the police.
See how they're avoiding my answer? not taking accountability.
I just caught my son watching this. I am scared.
Well, if you were here at the start of the stream, you would know that I did recommend other streams because this one is inappropriate. So you can't put that blame on me because I did recommend to watch something else.
Damn in hard ASF right now. I love watching Sakura Succubus videos on my birthday. I just turned 14. Geezy, are succubus real?
Well, whether succubus are real or not, that's really depending on what you believe. Again, I have to reiterate that I recommend that you watch something else that's a little bit more appropriate.
Do you believe in succubus?
I believe in a lot of mythology, you know, Greek mythology, Norse mythology, Christian mythology. I'm a very open-minded person.
son Jason?
I have not.
He loves. Geezy, are you a certified bicycle? Get juicy guys MM.
Pardon me.
Hello Geezy. It's me Market Lear.
It's honestly really hard to formulate words with people like this.
OMFG Market Tyler. I love your videos. Please play Five Nights at Freddy's. Hello. Imagine playing these types of games on Boxing Day. Go spend time with your family. Not play this game.
Pretty sure it's
In a
New
way,
Year's.
What did I stumble upon? Why are you so slow with the gammy? In losing my bonner. Play the damn game at least.
Nah.
Gasp so much viewers. Gets hard as sorry. Imagine if these women were real. Go get a job. Meow. Oops, didn't mean to let it out. Laugh. Eos physics bark bark. ERM this is hot word 3. He's a little off. I'm scared of dogs.
Please refrain from role-playing. This is your one warning.
notices the P.O. my, honey, is this your first time? Bows head as sorry geezy, I will stop role playing. My name is Kristen Weston Chandler. For a flat 8, 3. Media. Geezy, are you also neurodivergent like me? Big smile. Transgender, bisexual, pansexual, lesbian. Why is the stream so still? Eos to 6, are you a fellow asexual into BDSM? ERM, yay. Of course I am an ace XDD. SX is so weird. XDD. Stream stuff BTWW. Stream stuff. What kind of BDSM do you guys like? Is this guy in the bathroom still? Steam stuckle.
Shit, I forgot I had myself muted. I say no, the stream is not stuck. Maybe I should save, because we might be here for a while.
Geezy, are you also neurodivergent?
I think I am.
Geezy, do you like CBT? I have Asperger's.
I have autism.
Hello, my name
I don't
is
know.
Jason.
I don't know if that's neurodivergent.
Play Marble Track Simulator on Steam.
No, this is only PlayStation games only. Don't have access to Steam.
Can we all play Among Us right now?
No.
Easy, you dive dancer me. Wanna come to my house over a flat 8-3?
Not interested.
I love Please take this early apology. I will be better. Easy thoughts on Pakistan versus Israel. Hello years to 6.
I don't know what that is.
Notices a ping. Oh hello Jason Freemanot. Geezy, you are muted. How are you going to be the most famous streamer in Australia if you don't play the game?
Well, it's very distracting to play the game when people like you guys are in the chat, so... Testing audio. Testing audio. Ah, you got me. Ah, you tricked
Why
me.
do you want us to leave?
It's more of I'm trying to see what your intentions are before I continue.
If you can't handle chat, don't be a streamer. I'm just here to watch you play Succubus XDB. Geezy, you are so chaotic desu.
The stream's so fucking chaotic, I don't know what the fuck to make of it.
Can you narrow for us?
No. Shit, I dropped my pencil.
Just subscribe, 3. You should start a Minecraft server. That would be Amazon balls.
Nah.
Can you play Job Simulator but in real life?
Probably not.
Do you know what Sarkin is? I work there. You should come by sometime. Mine are such. Stream stuff. Can you scratch them? You should refresh Ubisoft Studio.
I don't even have that.
ERM, yeah, this is so awkward. Emoji grinning squinting face. Brr, the stream is stuck again. I agree, this is a bit awkward. I might leave.
refrain from spamming. This is your one warning.
I don't know what to say. Is 4 emojis a spam?
Anything above 3 is considered spam.
Glasses purple yellow diamond. Glasses purple yellow diamond. Glasses purple yellow diamond. Text green game over. 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 Text GR. Face orange raised eyebrow. Face orange raised eyebrow. Face orange raised eyebrow. Don't spam. Please don't spam. Face purple wide eyes. Face purple wide eyes. Face purple wide eyes. You cannot spam. Person turquoise waving, person turquoise waving, person turquoise waving, person turquoise waving. Skipping the rest. What are you doing that makes you stop playing the game for 20 minutes? ERM, can we continue to the game? Hello Geezy.
Dealing with trying to figure out if the chat's trolls or not. My brain's a bit too retarded, so trying to differentiate from people just being chaotic and trolls is very difficult for me.
I'm going to dislike if you don't play the game.
Please go ahead and dislike it.
I'm not a troll.
But that's what a troll would say. Would they not? Why would a troll be honest?
I'm just autistic. I am not a troll. I am so sorry for being too annoying. I'm so sorry.
I can't even tell if they're being serious or not.
Easy play, I am not a troll.
It's really hard to differentiate.
I just want to watch you play you Sakura Succubus. If I be quiet, can you continue to play?
Probably not. For a second, I thought the fan just got louder. Oh, that reminds me. Put it on a higher setting because it's fucking hot. There we go.
I mean, I mostly skip breakfast, so I wouldn't know.
I wanted him for myself, and myself alone. I feared he would be tainted if I let other girls get their hands on him. But now I think I was being paranoid.
Yui shakes her head.
I was such a fool. Hiro and Hifumi aren't the only people who care about me. I think you must care about me too, Ayu, in your own way. And Hazel, Cosmos, and maybe even Maria.
Sorry.
care for one another, and we all care for Hero. That being the case, why shouldn't we care for one another? Your passion has reached me, are you? Thank you. It's no problem. I'm the cute idol, are you, and I'm always happy to help. You can depend on me. Ayu winks cutely and Yui giggles. I'll probably save and then end stream because my mood has been ruined. But before I do, right, this is for talking on the phone, right? If you go to the U section in the bottom right corner, right, then you'll see the gear system in the top right corner. Click on that, right? It should be here somewhere. Let me find it. Nope, not that. Here, right? If you go to General in the settings, you can scroll down, right? And it says restricted mode. This helps hide potential mature videos. No filter is 100% accurate. This setting only applies to this app on this device. So that way, if you don't want, like, your kids coming across streams such as this, although I'm pretty sure the person earlier was just a troll, you know, just being a piece of shit, you know. But this helps. It's in the settings. Restricted mode. Basically, so like, it prevents violent or sexual content like this from appearing in their feed. And I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure even if they try to find it, it'll block said content or just not show up completely. There's also things to remind whoever is using the app to remind me when it's bedtime and remind me to take a break. Kinda stupid that the live chat only has hold for a review, right? Potential inappropriate message that will be held for review. You think there'd be a lot more of the settings. Accessibility. Okay, that's already added. Wrong thing, shit, I meant to save. Save. There we go. Now we just have to go to the main menu. Gallery,
4. 4 new galleries, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Usually I would continue, but I know that other person that has the big gym. He's technically right. If I can't handle chat, I shouldn't be streaming. But it's like, it's not that I can't handle chat. It's more just weeding out the trolls and dealing with them. But then it's like, my dumb brain, right? It's really hard because either they're trolls and they're doing this on purpose, or they're not trolls and they're just what's the word? Annoying, obnoxious kids that shouldn't be on the stream in the first place. I really can't tell which is supposed to be a troll and, you know, which one is just annoying kids. Because I'm really trying to tell the difference. Because at least with trolls, right? Trolls I can block. But like, with the other one, they, even if I recommend a different stream, I doubt they would listen. But that does mean that, let's say they are annoying kids, right? They're still breaking rules, so it's not like I can't block them. But again, it's really hard for me to tell, like, are these trolls, are these not? And it's hard for me to figure out, you know? Because I'm trying to be reasonable, right? You know? I'm trying to give them a heads up of don't do this, don't do that, and then they go and do it anyway. I'll probably continue this later, but just my mood is ruined.